No. Nothing like that. Just been busy. As you can see, the scenery's changed quite a lot. Just been real busy. Doing a lot of stuff. Ooh. It's a good question. I should probably get my headphones. I can't tell if it's actually getting any brighter or not. Problematic, but as with most houses, you know how it is. Ownership and stuff, just plumbing, electric, tons of things, yard work, yada yada. So there is a cat there. You're more than I haven't started yet. You're more than welcome. The stream, it's live. Huh? I haven't started the game yet. It's streaming. Because I was gonna play because you're gonna take an hour to do Pokemon cards. I'm back. Sorry, that's Paige checking up on me. Sure.
The next generation of Jedi.
We seek a dangerous fugitive. This is no common anarchist, but a devotee of the treasonous Jedi Order. No! Look at this, a lightsaber.
I was alone for a long time. I was scared that they'd find out who I was, or what I was.
And you're not alone. Not anymore.
Hey, BD1. I'm Cal.
Get your lasers off my lunch!
I guess it's about time I find out who I am.
Couple bumps ain't gonna kill you, kid.
Marin, right?
I've spent years waiting for a chance to avenge my sisters.
I know what it's like to lose everything.
Night Sisters and Jedi do not travel together, but survivors. We adapt.
The fate of the Jedi Order lies in your hands.
Life has this funny way of forcing you on the path forward.
Execute Order 66.
Every Jedi faces the dark side.
We could build something different. Something better.
better.
She'll sell you out too.
You can't stop the Empire!
I'm stronger now because of the pain.
Such hatred.
Failure is not the end. It is a necessary part of the path. Hope will always survive in those who continue to fight.
I will never forget. I will honor your teaching and your sacrifice.
By the right of the Council, Cal Kestis. Rise, Jedi Knight.
Remember, trust only in the Force.
So where to now?
I didn't play any of the first one, so I assume that's all from the first one. I assume that's all from the first one. So we'll see. How's everything going in everyone else's life? Is Passchendaele we're seeing? No, not really. It's kind of garbage. We actually just did the movie podcast on that. If you watched Scuttlebutt, which is a war movie review podcast with me and Mike B and Mike A and a couple other guys. I've been on for 2 of them. I did the Passchendaele one, which just came out today, actually. And the Hyena Road one, which is about the Canadian involvement in Afghanistan. Both of them are done by a Canadian director named Paul Gross, who insists on being the lead actor in all of his movies as well. It's really terrible because the movie Passchendaele, only about 20 minutes of the movie actually have any battle scenes in it, and only about 5 minutes of the 20 minutes of battle scenes are actually in Passchendaele. Most of the movie takes place in fucking Calgary, and it's mostly like a love story rather than a war story. It's fucking awful. Hyena Road is kind of the same way. It's fucking terrible. Paul Gross is a bad director and a bad actor. So, just how it is, you know? But yeah, I would skip it. There's much better World War I movies out there than Passchendaele, considering this isn't even really a World War I movie. It's mostly in Calgary. That's where most of the movie is shot. In the scene setting is Calgary. It's nowhere near World War I. So yeah, it's pretty fucking terrible. Not gonna lie. It'd be a waste of 2 hours of your time. No reason to watch it. But how's life been for you? Buy anything new recently? Fair, fair. Can't go wrong with that. I mean, you really only need one of each. I mean, there's only a couple things that I have multiples of, and they're all different from each other, to be fair. So I've got a lot of SMLEs, but they're all different. They're all different makers and different eras and stuff like that. So I get that. I thinned out the helmet collection quite a lot. Sold about 20 of them. That was after downsizing quite a lot. I mean, yes and no. It depends what you were selling. It's definitely a seller's market for certain things, and a buyer's market for others. So, but as long as you spent more than what you paid for them, that's pretty decent, I'd say. You know, you really can't go wrong for that. Well, yeah, it's a Spanish Mauser. Nobody wants the Spanish Mausers. Yeah, nobody really gives a shit about the Spanish guns, unfortunately. It's kind of like a lot of the South American ones. Nobody really gives a shit about those. That's why. So, but it does kind of suck that it only went for $350. Yeah, South American. Now, if you had a big ticket item like a numbers matching, you know, BYF K98, you could have got $5,000. Just how it is. Nature of the game. You gotta have the stuff that people want. It is him. It's me. It's me. I'm trying to see if Paige is going to come down and play. She's busy organizing her Pokemon card she got today. So. Wait. You spent nearly $1,000 on an 1893 Spanish Mauser. Why in your right mind would you do that? Same thing for an Argentine Mauser. Why in your right mind would you do that? Spend that much money on those. Hey, Ollie. Why did your old channel get zapped? What'd you do? Who'd you upset, Zachary? Bought a boat? Yeah, but nobody wants them. That's the problem, Todd. Nobody wants those. Especially on Gunbroker. The things Americans want is they want German stuff and they want American stuff. If it's not that, they really don't care. I've just been busy with work, you know, doing bits and bobs, odds and ends. Getting things done around the house, slowly but surely. That's not bad at all. $75 for a boat? Hell yeah. Can't go wrong with that. What have I bought recently? I got an actual finished produced M60 helmet, which I haven't done a video on. I bought some actual, an actual set in my size of the new Austrian camo, which was, you know, pretty cool. That's one of the handful of countries I'm actually going to buy stuff from, because I used to, like, you know, collect anything and everything, and now it's just the couple of countries that I actually care about historically. So Why would your whole channel get pulled from that? You think they would just give you like the whole slap on the wrists for the video, you know, like demonetize the video, but not zap your whole channel. Huh. So Dan got a boat, Zachary got his channel removed, Todd B lost some money on Gunbroker. I mean, it sounds like everyone's been kind of busy since I've been gone. Wish I had more cool stuff to fill in about what's been happening here, but it's pretty much just been work. Not a whole lot else. Weird. Hey, Pippi. Hey, buddy. What are you doing back there? Hmm? What are you doing, buddy? It's weird to see Pippi. He's normally so afraid of everything. Hmm? Hey, buddy. It's kind of nice. He's coming down here. He's warming up. Huh? You doing an explore? All the computer stuff's in this room? Oh, by the way, the reason the computer stuff's in this room is it's kind of a funny story looking back on it, but I was really pissed off at the time. So I had a bunch of stuff plugged into a power strip underneath my computer desk. And one of the cats decided to piss into the power strip. Not just on, but into the power strip. And it didn't trip the power strip because it wasn't coming from like the power end of the power strip, but it shorted it out. And the last couple of plugs melted all of the plugs in place. So one day I'm going downstairs in the laundry room and something just smells like burning plastic. And the internet went out, which is weird because the internet wasn't plugged into the power strip like the router. It was just my monitors and my PC and my ring light and stuff. Easy there, Pippi. And go down there and it smells like absolutely burning plastic, and the internet's off. So breaker got tripped from this power strip overloading. So I reset the breakers, you know, and I realized that it was the power strip actually that was just full of cat piss. And I'm glad it didn't ruin my like $2,500 computer, $3,000 computer. Between the whole setup, it's probably close to $4,000. That could have been ruined by one of the cats peeing onto the power strip. It ended up being okay. Well, here's the thing. I don't know what cat did it, so I can't be mad at any of the cats. And it actually ended up only ruining one thing, and it was my Nintendo Switch charger. That I could not break free from the power strip. It was fused so hard into the power strip from the melting plastic. But yeah, it was a stressful day because of that. And then I found out that whoever wired this house like shit. Because when I shut the breakers off, because I wasn't sure if it was the outlets or the power strip at that time, so I flipped the breakers off because we've had some outlets have problems before, and I just didn't want the house to burn down. And it turns out the basement outlets are on the same outlets as the 3-season porch off the kitchen upstairs, and the freezer is in the porch, the chest freezer. So the freezer has been off for the last like 2 days. Thankfully, it was a pretty good freezer, so most of the food's probably okay in it. But this happened like Thursday night, by the way. So we moved the modem and the router upstairs, and I had to buy a booster to put it in because it doesn't do super hot internet-wise coming down here. So, no, this is, so my room is right through that wall. What are you doing up there, Pippi? What are you playing with, buddy? Oh, handcuff key. So, my room is right through that wall. This was technically the guest bedroom, but if you put like a queen size bed in here, you wouldn't even really be able to walk around it. It's that small. So, but so don't ban me. Okay, I'll try not to ban you. By the way, welcome, sir. But yeah, so no, the cat's, I don't know what cat peed on it. It wasn't Pippi, because Pippi's an angel. He uses the litter box. So I'm pretty sure it wasn't him. But the other two, it has a distinct possibility that it could have been them. What are you playing with now, Pippi? Huh? What are you playing with now? Just leave this stuff alone. What did it ever do to you? Huh? So yeah, so I figured I'd talk and chat with you guys for a little bit before Paige comes to play Star Wars, hopefully. Oh, cleaning guns. I should be, but I haven't had time. I mostly wanted to get on here to make sure everyone knew I was alive. Pippi, what are you doing? He's up like under the blinds, which is, the blinds are only half closed, so he's just a big cat. He's just hanging out. What are you doing, Pippi? You having a good time? And it's almost time to get a new beer here, so I am alive. I'm doing pretty good. Meow. Careful there. You weirdo. He's being a weirdo. I'm indeed alive. Paige wanted to play, but she had to organize all her Pokemon cards. I don't know how long that's going to take. So maybe not play tonight. We'll see. Because she's got to organize all her Pokemon cards. But I figured I'd chat for a little bit and set everything up. So that way, when she is ready, she could just come down and play. But how's everyone else's life going? Be one with the Tog 2. Be just a giant brick. Just a moving great wall, attract Great Wall of China. The Tog 2 tank. It's almost time for new beer. Oh, I did complete my American Ensemble. If you guys want to take a look-see, I'll grab them here. Here we go. Take a look at these. They're pretty slick. Haven't bought any more guns in the past month. That's pretty good. I mean, unless you want to buy guns, in which case you should buy guns. Yeah, Spam and corned beef are delicious. People are sleeping on potted meat. That's all I gotta say. Potted meat's the way to go. These are, yeah, they're pretty thick. I'm still actually breaking them in. I've only worn them for probably a couple hours so far. But they're a full grain rough out leather, and then they are leather lined as well with a pretty thick leather. So they're pretty chunky. So I've only worn them around the house so far for just a couple hours, but they're pretty nice. Not gonna lie, they cost a pretty penny, but it was my birthday present to myself, which was, on the 17th of June. That was my birth miss. So I have a Montana Peak campaign hat. So, but yeah, they're pretty. I don't have my Daisy Dukes on to go with these. But yeah, they fit pretty nice, which is, you know, the thing that I have a lot is people that wear like cowboy boots or like shoes and stuff, and then they drag their feet, or like they don't fit right, so their heels drag on the ground. You know, like they don't pick their feet up all the way, I guess, or they're not wearing shoes that fit. It's a huge pet peeve of mine. So like, I sized these so I could wear them like walk in them normal. New boots. I'm just goofing. New boot goofing. 3 payments. Genuine ostrich. It shouldn't really leave any color in the barrel. Corrosive ammo is more just going to kind of start to eat away your barrel. You'll see bloom rust. At first, it'll be orange. If you don't clean it, and then eventually that rust will start eating away at the rifling in the barrel. So, bowler hat. I don't know if I could pay off a bowler hat. Yeah, they're pretty nice fucking boots, so I will say. I'm gonna put some Soul Savers on them because they're just leather soles, so they're kind of slippery. So I'm gonna put like a little Soul Saver on them, and I got all the stuff to do it because I have all my cobbler shit here. So I got my leather rougher and I got my rubber cement, but I'm just waiting for the soles to show up. I really wouldn't worry about it being a bore obstruction, but it pretty much ends up staying the same color as the metal when you leave it. The problem is a lot of corrosive ammo and stuff, especially, is gonna like oxidize the copper, because you know the copper jacket is gonna leave some copper residue in the rifling, especially, and then it'll kind of, the oxidizing compounds, the sodium tetrachloride, which is in most corrosive primers, is going to oxidize that copper faster that's trapped in the rifling, so you'll get kind of the greens. For the most part, most barrel corrosion is just going to be orange. It's just going to be rust because barrels are steel. So, but once you clean it, it shouldn't have any corrosion left in it per se if you clean it really good. I got some brass like toe protectors for it, but obviously I can't put those on until the soles show up. The rubber soles, the half sole, anyways. Bad. They're pretty nice. They're pretty nice freaking boots. Not gonna lie. Pretty nice boots. So, but I'm gonna go grab new beer and be back. So think of good questions, and I'll see how long Paige has before she's done with Pokemon cards. I'm here, don't worry. I'm here. They're not soulless, they have leather souls. That's all. Just, they got leather souls. Page has a whole smattering of cards. Whole for cleaning the 2830. Well, first of all, have you had it out of the stock yet? First cleaning since import. Well, I would probably take it out of the stock, but be very careful because you know the shims that the Finns use for bedding. You don't want to disturb those, obviously, but you want to get the cosmoline and everything out of it. But do your best to not mess with the harmonics. You're going to want to take the whole thing apart, obviously, and deal with that. So, but yeah, I would inspect the wood, inspect the bedding and stuff like that. What's my favorite Pokemon? That's a good question. I really like a lot of the grass types. I still have the Italian Paratrooper helmet. It's actually right over there. It's right there. Still have it. How much for you to take a trip to see the Titanic? I'd much rather see the other ships. They were much more famous. The Britannic and the Olympic. A lot of people don't know that, but the Titanic had two sister ships. One of them died in World War I hitting a mine. The Britannic, I think, was the one that hit a mine. And the Olympic, which was the original ship, that was the first ship actually, was the Olympic. Because it was an Olympic class ocean liner, and the Olympic was actually the first ship. So, but so you know, I'd much rather see the other two ships. I'd rather really like to see the Britannic as a World War I historian. That'd be the way to do it, I think. Surplus helmets. It's probably going to hold up better than, you know, a lot of submarines then. Gotta has it, right? I could probably build a better submarine, not gonna lie. But I will show you some of the new helmets I got. I only got a couple. Only two so far. There's still some I'm waiting on. Alrighty. So this is the only like really truly new one that I got. And it is an actual finish made M60 helmet. You can tell because it has the big kind of beefed up plastic brackets that hold the liner in. It still has the same color chin strap and everything as the Swedish one, but the stitching on it, like way up here by the bales, is in the stone gray, and obviously it is in stone gray paint. So that one was a pretty cool acquisition. I got the last one Veristalika had for sale. I don't have an Iraqi Darth Vader helmet, but I do have an M8003, which was their latest version of their helmet. So I do have an M8003. It's unissued. It's brand new. Actually, never worn, has an unissued cover with it as well. It is in immaculate condition. So the M8003 that I have has never been used. It's great. So I'm drinking coffee. And then the beer that I'm drinking, for those of you interested, I really like this one. It is an Ace Pineapple Craft Cider. So rather than being made from apples, it's made from pineapples. So it's a pineapple cider. And it is super nice because I don't know if you know anything about where I live here in Minnesota. We've been in a drought for weeks. We've had no rain. It's been incredibly hot and dry. So this is very refreshing. So if you're looking for something cool to try out, highly recommend it. But yeah, I got any helmets you guys want to see that I have, more than welcome to show you. Man, that is delicious. Everyone loves pineapple. Right? Does everyone love pineapple? Pineapple's good, right? Is that kind of or am I the odd man out? Is this like one of the things where I'm wrong and everyone else is right? Because I love pineapple. Pineapple's delicious. The only thing pineapple doesn't go on is pizza. That's all I have to say. It's the only thing pineapple doesn't go on. Pizza. Floodwater. You got a lot of it there? Because, yeah, we've had, in the last, basically it hasn't rained since March, and we've only got like 0.3 of an inch. What do you mean it depends on the pineapple? How about this pineapple craft cider? Well, all I gotta do is paint it and buy a liner for it, but I've had house-related purchases that needed to be made first. So, things like that, you know. But yeah, some water over here would be nice. Because I even got a cover and everything for the Austro-Hungarian helmet. I just have to actually sit down and paint it and put it together. Can't go wrong. Pineapple and syrup. That's true, but I usually buy fruit that's like fruit in juice. I don't ever really buy the fruit that's in syrup. Because it's like way too sweet then. Fruit's already sweet. That's way too sweet if you get it in syrup. You know what I'm saying? Way too sweet. It's a lot of sugar. Alright, real question, poll. Does pineapple belong on pizza? Go. Pineapple the fruit, good. Pineapple the grenade, owie. Fresh pineapple is pretty good. It's a lot of work, though. Fresh pineapple is a lot of work, especially when it's so cheap in the cans. You know what I mean? So cheap. Well, we already got to 5 quesos. I did an announcement on the Discord, and that was about it. I got a lot of videos to make, but with this happening, the whole computer debacle with the cat pissing into the power strip and tripping breakers and melting the power strip and a bunch of stuff like that was kind of a setback. I was going to be making some videos. So this is kind of the first test to check if everything actually like works. And so far, I think it's kind of working. The internet's holding up, which is really good. I didn't know how it was going to work with the booster because my internet for this whole stream is coming off of a booster because I don't. You guys probably can't see it, but if I angle the camera up, the people that own this house before us, they did that. Is corrugated tin is the ceiling in all the basement rooms, which it looks okay, but it's a fucking pain if you're trying to get signal for anything. So, no, the cats were all okay. I don't know which one exactly pissed on it. It's between the two of the three that we have. So, because it was either Oliver or Willow, but I didn't hear any noises or anything. It was just all of a sudden the internet went out, which is weird because the internet wasn't even plugged into the power strip, the router. It was plugged into an outlet that was on the same breaker as the power strip, so that kind of sucked. Yeah, I was just really hoping my very expensive computer and both my monitors didn't get fried, in that, which they didn't, because it appears they're working, so. I mean, that's a good way to look at it. Pineapple belongs on pizza, just not my pizza. The 1917 and the Grand cleared. There you go. Can't go wrong with that. I would love to get a Stutz at some point, but I'm going to be very particular on which one I get. And if I can, I would love to get an M90. An M90 carbine over an M95 Stutz. So, if I had the choice and all the money in the world. But to be fair, I really just like long rifles. For the most part, I would. There's only a couple kind of intermediate rifles I really like. And that's basically the SMLE. I don't have a K98. I would love to get a Siamese Mauser. I would love to get a Portuguese 1904-39. I would love to get a Hungarian 35M or a Hungarian 9840, or a Hungarian 43M, just because they're Schlegel milk actions, which I really, really like. Stuff like that. There's not a whole lot of guns on my dream list, but I really, really like the Schlegel milk actions. I really like the straight pulls. I got to get all three of the Swiss guns. I got to get the 89, the 11 and or 96, and the K31. So I got to do all that stuff. Get those three still to complete the straight pull collection. I did lose a bid on a 1886 Mannlicher not too long ago. Got just a little bit out of my price range. You need a Wurndl? They're great. The Wurndl's a fucking... If you have the finger strength to pull the trigger, which I found out because at work, I'm not a big person, but I work with a couple guys that are basically bodybuilders, and I told them, I was like, you'll whip me and everything except for probably grip strength. And he's like, well, I actually have a grip strength thing. And he brought it in, and I crushed him by like 50 pounds. Because apparently I just have incredibly strong fingers. And, which I knew my finger strength is amazingly good for as tiny as I am. My finger strength is great. And he brought it in, and I just destroyed him with hand strength, and I'm like a third his size. So if you have the finger strength to pull the 20-pound trigger on the Wurndl, it's a great gun. The recoil is really mild. The sights are really fine and accurate. It's a really pleasant gun to shoot. It's throwing a pretty heavy ball of lead down range. It's a very unique action. It gets a lot of looks. It's a really, really good gun in that regard. It gets a lot of cool looks from people. Doing the finger exercises. Not really. I've just taken so many guns and fiddled with so much small things my whole life that my hands are just jacked. My hands are just really muscly for some reason. But I haven't really been going out of my way to like ever exercise my fingers. My hands are just jacked though. Hey Pippi, that's a helmet you were sniffing. Careful. Pippi's back. Pippi's here again. He likes to hang out with me. He's been doing a snooze with me when I sleep sometimes. Doing them finger exercises. What are you doing up there, Pippi? Yeah, you can't fit up there. You're too big. I know you want to, but you're too big, buddy. Don't lick the Velcro, retard. It's flicking Velcro. Like a retard. What are you doing, Pippi? It's being difficult, you know. So has anyone bought any new guns or any new helmets? What do you guys think of my how to get a tight helmet cover video? Did you guys like that? Did you find it useful? I showed you guys my tips and tricks for getting a really nice tight helmet cover. Well, the SVT-40s had chrome barrels, so they should be fine. Ooh. That's pretty awesome. 44. Doesn't want to be touched, but wants to be annoying. Hopefully you're not getting blue. So I know a lot of that Soviet blue doesn't hold up though. To be fair. That's not uncommon though. A lot of magazines don't match. Like I have half my SMLEs the magazines don't match and stuff like that. For a Mark 6? Hell yeah. There's plenty of Mark 6 covers out there. Yeah, the Type 44 pistol. Type 14, sorry. Page. She's working up on her. Is that the Nambu or is that no? That's the Type 94. That's the one. That's the surrender gun, right? It's the Type 94. The weird little like. Is it 32 ACP or is that one an 8mm Nambu as well? I don't know. I'm not 100% certain on that. 40 Smith & Wesson press. There you go. I really wanted to buy... I still might when I get my second bonus here at work. I really wanted to buy a SIG 239 in 357 SIG. But but I'm torn between getting it in 40/357 sig because they're interchangeable. All you have to do is swap the barrel, or 9mm, which is you can't just swap the barrel. So 8mm, 8 Nambu. You would know lock bars. You're an expert on that type of stuff. I know a lot about SMLEs and rimmed ammo type shitty guns. Not a whole lot about anything else. Yeah, it looks like a fucking dog turd. It looks like something that like somebody in welding class with a cutting torch cut out, you know, their first kind of like gun outline on a piece of sheet metal. That's what the Type 94 looks like. But it does strike me as a surprisingly ergonomic gun. Stutzen with a Budapest receiver. All right. Can't go wrong. I did see it. You did post pictures of it. The M95 is probably my favorite rifle, honestly. It really is. And I'm saying that I love it, but I also hate it. Kind of like I like the SMLE because I love it, but I also hate it. I'm not going to say it's the best gun in the world because it's not. It's not the fucking best gun in the world. It's not even close. But I like it because it is kind of a problem child, you know? Ooh, still an 8x50 even. Can't go wrong with that. But like, I love the M95. I think it's a fucking awesome system, especially for like what I grew up in and what I trained in and stuff like that, which was to be a mountain warfare fighter. To deal with cold environments, to deal with high altitude and stuff like that. It's a fantastic gun for that. To use with gloved hands, to use no fine motor skills to operate, and getting one that's put together really, really well, you know, that still has its matching bolt and everything, they're so slick and they're so nice. And despite the fact that, you know, the gun is 52 inches long, you know, is mind-boggling how narrow the rifle is and how light it is and how well balanced it is for being 52 inches long. It's like comparing the M95 to like a G98 long rifle, you know, it's like no contest. The M95 is so much more narrow and light and easier to handle than a G98. It's like fucking wizardry. The fact that that shit came out, you know, 20 years before World War One, and it's that fucking well put together, you know, and that light, and it's like even carrying the long rifle up into the mountains wouldn't be a chore. And then you have a smaller version of it, the Stutzen. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a thing of beauty from when it came out, you know, and it does have problems. It is rimmed ammo. You can only feed the clips one way, you know, but it is a very heavy, hard-hitting, accurate bullet. It is a very, you know, svelte, narrow, beautiful rifle with great lines to it and everything like that. That's very well balanced, and a lot of people are sleeping on that. So I love the M95 for that reason. It's leaps and bounds ahead of its time. It really was. Ferdinand Mannlicher was just... He was like Gear Up's John Moses Browning, and people don't realize it. Ferdinand Mannlicher was so ahead of his time. So revolutionarily ahead of his time. And yeah, it sucks that, you know, his system wasn't adopted more or used more, because it was actually a very robust, gorgeous system. And, you know, a lot of people are like, it's not as reliable or as robust as the Mauser system, but in a lot of ways it's better. It's so much better than the Mauser system in a lot of ways, because it requires no fine motor skills. That's the thing. The M95, you know, the Austro-Hungarian M95, requires no fine motor skills. You don't have to find a charger clip guide. You don't have to like worry about a flag safety or anything to use like that. You don't have that problem on the M95. You can operate the whole thing in giant mittens. You know, it's great. You can operate the rifle in the dark, pitch black, can't see a thing. You could still manage to load it, all with just no fine motor skills. Find hole, shove. Bam, you have 5 rounds. Go. On top of that, you know, unlike the G98 as well, the full-length wood handguard. Wherever you grab on that, you're not going to burn yourself. And then it's so narrow and svelte. You know, thing's elegant. It's beautifully elegant. And yeah, the bolt can be a little gritty, but gosh, is the thing so elegant. And I'll tell people that all the time. Just how it is. And I love it. And mine's a rework. Mine has its matching bolt. It was an early production based on, like, because they didn't really date them, but based on, like, the metallurgy and the quality of the machine marks and stuff. Mine was a pre-World War I build, probably, and then it was a rework after World War I, because it got the beechwood stock and it got reblued. But it retained its matching bolt, and it's a long rifle, so it's slick. It's slick like a K31. Slick. And I tell people that are like, even Mike was like, your M95 isn't that great. And I'm like, no. You haven't touched my M95. And I handed it to him, and he's like, holy shit. And I'm like, yeah, I know. My fucking M95 is what every M95 should have been. And yeah, it's fucking, the thing's like buttered glass as far as being smooth. And goddamn, is it slick. And even Mike was like, holy fuck, that thing is slick. And I'm like, yeah, scary. I see why the Italians wrote a song about how fucking scary this thing was. Here's the thing. There's no songs written about the G98 being good, but the M95 is so good, the Italians wrote a song about getting bodied by it. So, just saying. If we're going off that logic, I'm just saying. Just saying. Just throwing that out there for you. So, yeah, mine was a Bulgarian rework too, probably in the early 30s. So, I know, right? The M95s. People are sleeping on the M95s. They really are. And they still make ammo for them. It's a great hunting gun. I haven't taken mine out hunting yet, but it's a great song. Yeah, but every Middle Eastern country likes the Brno-made Mausers. That's all I gotta say. All the Middle Eastern countries like those. I'm getting a little chilly. The air conditioning vent's right above me, so I'm getting a little chilly. So I gotta put my big heavy thermal lined 20 ounce weight hoodie on. This thing's a beast. This hoodie weighs like 15 pounds. Ah. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Be roasty toasty now. I would love to get a Dutch M95 as well, because it's the best of both worlds. It's a Mannlicher magazine, a Schlegel Milk action. Hell yeah, would love to get one. But the long rifles don't come up too much, and that's what I would love to have, is the long rifle. That's true. More Mannlichers, less Mausers. That's all I gotta say. More Mannlichers, less Mausers. Not that the Mauser's bad. The only Mauser I would ever really buy is Siamese. Because it's rimmed ammo. It's a Mauser that shoots Austrian bullets, basically. And I would love to get one of those. Would love to get a Siamese Mauser. They're not even that expensive, but it's kind of a pain to get ammo for them. Fair. Well, they've had that red hoodie for a long time now. And that's just part of their official uniform. And the thing is it's not actually cotton, it's a wool hoodie. So it's a wool hoodie. I used to have one. And yes, they were never cotton. They're wool hoodies, and they're actually very thick. And that's primarily the reason I bought this. The only thing that I said could make the Canadian Rangers hoodie better is if it had a zipper up the front. And this thing is basically what the Canadian Rangers wore. It's a very heavyweight, like 20-ounce hoodie with the double long cuffs, you know, and everything like that. And then they just had the little epaulet spot, so you could have your rank on the front. But it's a wool hoodie, and it's a fantastic piece of clothing actually. But like they're actually get all the same issued stuff as the Army, the Canadian Army. So they get all this same extreme cold weather stuff as the Army does. That's just part of their like kind of regular uniform is the hoodie rather than the blouse. The regular like CADPAP blouse. That's the distinguishing factor between the Canadian Rangers and the regular Army is the wool hoodie rather than the regular blouse and the red cap. That's it. Everything else is the same though. Yeah, it's a wool hoodie. It is indeed a wool hoodie. They're not cheap either, so. But the Canadian Rangers are hardly ever in garrison. The reason they went with the red hoodie is because it's a utilitarian garment. It's relatively insulating, and it's easy to spot in the wilderness because the Canadian Rangers are primarily wilderness survival instructors, and things like that. They don't really do a whole lot else. They count wildlife. They're like game wardens, firefighters, police if they have to be, things like that. So, but it's just a really easy color to spot. It's not very common in nature, especially up in northern Canada. So they wear them out in the field. It's a mark of identification out in the field. But it is also their garrison garment. Not that they're in garrison a lot. Well, I don't think there's enough barrel girth to rechamber it to 500 Smith & Wesson, but you could slap a new barrel on there. I mean, you should just buy one of the beaters and just have them bore out the barrel to 410 at that rate, because they've already done that, and it's proven it works. I have one. That takes 3-inch 410 shells. So just turn it into the world's coolest 410 shotgun. Then you don't even need to rebarrel it. You just got to bore out the barrel that's there. 410 shotgun. That's the way to do it. That's what I would do. 410 shotgun it. Well, I don't really know how that would work because 303 British is 7.7 millimeters, you know, and it's obviously 56 millimeters in length, whereas, you know, 7.62 by 39 is 39 millimeters in length. The 7.62 by 39 isn't also as straight-walled as the 303 British is, and it's not rimmed. So 303 British is a rimmed cartridge. 7.62 by 39 is rimless, which kind of can hinder some stuff. I mean, they did convert SMLEs to 308s without really changing any bolt parts. So like you can still extract a rimless round with a 303 bolt relatively easy, but it's just going to be a lot more work than it's worth. It would be pretty cool though to see a 7.62x39 SMLE. I know Bloke on the range has one that takes AK mags. It shoots 7.62x39, and his was made in like Australia or something like that. But that company went under years ago. It would have been cool to have one though. Would have been cool. Yeah, but I'm saying if you're putting a 303 barrel on a Carcano, it's basically turning it into an SMLE. I've got a couple of them, and you can fudge them for sure. But the easiest way to do it is to just buy the bolt disassembly tool. Paige is all done with her Pokemon card, so she can get down here and we can play some games now. Well, she's gonna play some games whenever she gets here. I've got a couple of the. I had like 4 303 bolt wrenches. I ended up giving one to Mike, one of my nicer ones. I still got a couple shitty ones, and then I have my one nice one. I don't know. I think the 39's wider. I think the case is wider than 303. That's the problem. I don't know who makes short chambered 303 barrels. Because, like, technically you could just lop off the back part of a 303 barrel, rethread it, you know, and then you'd probably still have to grind out part of the chamber to make it fit, because the 7.62x39 is a tapered bottleneck cartridge, where 303 British is just a bottleneck cartridge. So I mean, that's fair. You could just have somebody with a lathe cut you one out, or a CNC. I mean, close enough is close enough. It shouldn't be too bad, because if it'll handle the pressure of a 303, it'll handle the pressure of a 7.62x39. All right, couple minutes and she'll be ready. She'll come down. We'll play some Star Wars. But I've always liked guns that were like conversions. Like they did what was it? The Dutch. The Indonesians took the Dutch M95s and converted them to 303. I would really like one of those. One of that's not beat to hell. They're all beat to hell, unfortunately. But I have seen a couple of Dutch M95s that were converted from 6.5x53 rimmed to 7.7x56 rimmed. It would be cool to see. I would like an SMLE in 303. I mean, I have one in in 762 by 39. I think that'd be pretty cool because I have one in 308. I have one in 410. I have a bunch in 303. Which the Indian ones that are in 308 are nice. They fixed like all the magazine problems. They fixed all of the feed issues, the rimmed ammo issues, and stuff like that. Well, the problem is you probably couldn't put 6.5 Creedmoor in a Carcano because 6.5 Creedmoor is hot. That's the thing about 6.5 Creedmoor. You probably could get it to chamber, but it's hot. You don't want to be putting stuff that hot into old guns. Oh, hello.
Hi. I look like a spooky ghost.
That's right. We're in all those dark colors. So, for those of you who don't know, because none of you should know, because nobody's been told, we got fourth cat today. Doesn't have a name, but this is fourth cat. Fourth cat is very small. You guys saw Pippin when he was in here earlier. Pippin is a giant.
He used to be very small.
Yeah. He did used to be that big at one point.
Yes, believe it or not.
But now he's not. And Oliver's back there doing stuff. But this is new small cat. For those of you who want to see small cat.
Just doing a good little neck cuddle.
That's right.
You gonna make it? You gonna make the jump?
Thinking about it. This cat gotta has suicidal tendencies. He's wanted to throw himself off of pretty much everything.
He's pretty good though. He's pretty adventurous. He's been getting some good little toys and stuff.
That's right. So. He didn't take no shit from Oliver. That means he's pretty good.
He was ready to go head to head with Oliver, so.
Who's 8 times his size.
Yeah. Squeak.
Oh, Squeak. Oh. You okay there, buddy? Come on.
Like he's still got his back paw on my arm. I don't want to take it away.
Come on, buddy. So, this is small cat number 4.
He's shy. He's shy. Oh, maybe not so shy.
That's right. He's looking at Oliver over there.
Yeah. He was right. Oliver was hanging out for a while. I opened the windows in the porch upstairs.
He'll warm
so
up.
Oliver wanted to come in, but Oliver wasn't interested in Sprout, but he was interested in. I don't know. He thought about it. Like Oliver came by and wanted to sniff him. So.
That's good. I think they just got it. Oliver just doesn't like change. He's a crotchety old man.
Yeah.
That's all.
So.
Little baby kitty cat.
Oh, I love a little baby kitty cat.
That's right. So we got little baby kitty cat here. Very well behaved.
Yeah. I think he's gonna stay isolated for a while, just so that we can keep eyes on all interactions and stuff. So.
That's right. Limit exposure to the other massive cats.
Yeah. Well, especially when we can't monitor it. So.
Mm-hmm.
So I got water and stuff too set up on the porch. So.
You gonna go do a snooze, buddy?
I'll have him do that overnight, and the windows are open, so hopefully it'll cool down in there a little bit. But he was used to being outside anyway. So
that's true.
He's okay with it being a little hot, but.
That's all right. Go do a
But he's good. He's good. He liked me a lot, so, and he still kind of likes me. He likes being held, likes being pet. He's doing a little.
That's right. Oliver was rude to him.
A little chill in my arm, so.
To be fair, all the cats were kind of rude to him.
Yeah. But to be fair, you were holding Pippin down, trying to make them meet.
Pippin's scared of everything. He'll warm up. Right, Oliver?
Well, even Oliver was afraid of new cats, so.
That's fair. Which is, Oliver doesn't normally take no shit from nobody.
No. So Oliver was running away. This little guy is fearless. Oliver wasn't expecting that.
That's right. So. How much for the chair? What chair?
The one Devin's in? Or. Like, probably a lot, because that's the chair. Because he refuses to use my computer chair. I shouldn't say that.
Well, you're gonna need that. You're gonna need that computer chair to play.
Oh, he's got a little purr on him.
He's going?
He was. I think he stopped. He got spooked.
That little buddy guy.
He's doing good. He seemed pretty wide-eyed coming out here. He was like, "Oh God, there's more."
There's more
But
place.
He's ready. I think he's ready.
He's an explorer.
I'm not
That's
gonna
for sure.
not gonna let him be ready. He's gonna stay isolated when unattended at least. So, he's gonna be a nuzzler too.
Ooh, careful there, buddy. It's a big fall. Careful. He's exploring away.
There, that was close. Oh gosh, he's so tiny.
He's very small.
Look at him in this vast expanse.
Just don't pee on the carpet.
He was good. He used the litter box up there. He climbed in and I saw him climb out and I was like, "It's okay, buddy. Like, we can't all go in front of others." And then I looked at it and he peed in there at least, so.
He's like, "I don't give a shit."
He's got it going. He knows. Well, because I heard him scratching around and then I didn't see him go, but he must have been scratching around after he was done. So that's good. I'm proud of him.
It's gonna be a good parrot cat.
I think so too. He's very, very comfortable. Oh, are you a hood cat?
Hmm?
How's that? Huh? Is that cozy?
Hmm?
He thought about it. I have a friend who trained all of his cats to be shoulder cats. I don't really know what he did, but I guess just put
Kept
him
him
on the
on
shoulder.
the shoulder.
Yeah. Don't really know what else you do, but.
Hey, buddy. Hmm? You're so small. Oh, you gonna go back thinking about it?
Well, if Dan really wants to pay you for that chair, if he's paying you above asking, especially if you fart in it, I'd take that deal. So
That's fair. If Dan wants a chair, Dan's got the monies. He can have this chair if he wants
pays more
it.
than what you paid for it, and you can just buy another one.
It's fair. You
You know,
can
that's
get this chair
fine.
at Walmart. It has a cooler in the one arm and a cup holder on the other.
Which is kind of cool. You can have a couple extra beers with you. So.
It actually holds ice and water pretty good. It even has a bottle opener, an elastic bottle opener attached to it.
Yeah, right?
I think it's pretty slick.
That's why that chair was so much.
Yeah, I kind of realized that when I got home. Like, there's no way this chair was $30. And I'm kind of like, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, with all the extra stuff. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, he might be a helmet cat.
Or are you a boot cat? Either or. You want to go in the helmet cat? Whoop, whoop. Trying to frolic away. Are you a helmet cat? This is a Finnish helmet, so maybe this is a Finnish cat. Do you not like the Russians' Finnish cat?
Oh, he doesn't appear to like that too much.
Doing an explorer? You want to come out?
Yeah, he wants out. He doesn't like that. That one's no good.
You could hang out in the hood.
The
That's
hood,
alright.
however, the hood.
Oh, hey, Pippi.
That might be the way.
That might be the way. Are you a hood cat?
Realized the comfort of the hood. Oh, he found his own tail again.
Oh.
He's got to get that.
Small cat. Meow, says Pippi. Is this where you're chilling, guy? Kind of warm. You're a pretty good neck comforter.
Pippin just trying his best not to knock anything over.
He's pretty good at it. He's been up there a few times.
He is. He's pretty good at it.
It's them long legs.
Mm-hmm.
Meow. Right, buddy, you ready to go to bed? Ready to do a snooze?
That was loud. None of them like that.
Pippi. Fine, I see how it is, Pippi.
Oh, you're right. He is pretty warm.
He is pretty cozy. It's a pretty good neck comforter there.
He does like a good neck, so.
Okay.
But
Size comparison.
I think I'll.
Meow.
Meow. Same.
Meow.
Oh, yeah, big meow. You don't like that.
Alright, I'll put you down. I'm putting you down.
But I think I'll go.
Put him away.
Yep.
And play some Star Wars. At least start it up.
Put him back in his room. He's got everything up there, so he'll be good. Everything except for a little companionship, but
He's got his mouse.
true.
He's got
Everybody
his
has a couple
mouse he picked out.
very favorite toys, so.
Okay. Do that. I could use the restroom, get a fresh beer,
Sure.
and we could play some Star Wars.
I suppose.
It was a pain getting all the settings right for this.
Well, at least you had something to do.
That's true. They're all set. Alright, buddy. Ready to do a snooze?
I think he's ready.
He was kind of
Seems ready.
sleeping face down earlier. So.
Yeah.
Alright, buddy boy. I can wheel your chair over here. Alright, buddy. You have a good night, sir. Gonna grab the other chair. Sit over here, way off the camera. Alright, here we go. Brought your chair over. You're all set. Your headphones are all good to go.
Yeah, witness me not yell while I have them on in game. Man, look at all the discourse in the Discord. Dan getting the boat ready. $75 12-foot boat. That's
It's not
cool.
bad.
Not registered.
He's a pirate.
I see. Okay, well, I guess here we go. Doesn't matter which side is which.
Nope.
Okay. Lock bars is here. You have a large head.
I do. It's my helmet size anyways.
Let me put these in all the way and still not be able to wear them how I want to. I kind of wanted one off. There we go. Oh gosh, Xbox controller.
Yep.
For all of you people who don't know, I don't really play Xbox
She
that
plays
much.
the inferior consoles.
Yep. So it's gonna be a bit of a thing with some of the controls, that's for sure.
It's alright.
Yikes.
Grandmaster.
Yeah, I'll just do regular.
Fair.
I'll just leave it, and you can change it later. Oh, it's one of those. You gotta hold it. Okay.
Now, did you know kind of what the storyline was for any of the first game? Sort
Nope.
of, kind of?
All I know is I'm a big fan of that actor.
Yeah, so the first game was, it took place between the third and the fourth movies chronologically.
Yikes.
So like Order 66, his master died. He was a Padawan. He ended up becoming a knight, kind of in the end. And slowly kind of joining the rebellion, fighting back against the Empire. And now we're here.
So Star Wars.
Yes. The Star Wars. I know you're not a big sci-fi person.
So like the Star Wars story. Okay. I love me a good ginger.
I think you get to like pick his hair and give it in later too.
Perfection. I would never change that. Soundtrack is good.
I don't know.
Is there a way to turn it up?
So you gotta hit the FM key. FM key. And then up. And the volume plus button. So hold down the FM key.
That's a pain in the ass. I actually don't think that's...
Oh, that might just be for the monitor. You might have to hit the
Yeah, I was gonna
pause
say.
button and turn up the audio.
Just gonna say, you can't really call it a pause button because there's not one. Okay, well, it's at 100%, so.
Oh. What the heck? You could switch those dynamic range, maybe.
No, I just want it louder in my headphones. I'll try that. This does do stuff, but it's not very. You'd think for how much you spend on stuff like this that you'd be able to do basic tasks like turn up the volume, but
I mean, we could always take the headphones out and switch it to monitor. You wouldn't have to wear headphones either.
so why am I wearing headphones then?
Because you normally get better quality doing that, but in this game might not be that case.
Sarah's on lockdown. State your business.
Sean,
God, they had that subtitle for a second, so I couldn't
Believe
read
the
it.
rumors. The Jedi. We brought him in alive.
the senator is expecting us.
I mean, it might be better, but it's fucking quiet, so what's it matter, you know?
Waiting.
The monitor's only set for like half.
Yeah. Wish you died like the rest of your kind, traitor.
So, where's the handoff?
Ducks. This kind of deal's best done in the shadows.
You have to walk
Sure.
slowly.
But what's to stop the senator from taking our prisoner
can't
and
just throw
shoving
you
us into a
right
sky
in.
lane?
It is to
They
keep
could.
us quiet.
They
Many
could,
things
yeah.
do.
That's right.
Sidestepping
This could just be a
inquisitors,
cutscene, it really
one-upping
could.
Vader.
It's not like I can learn controls right now, you know? Like, this could just be part of the cutscene.
This district is locked down. Senator's
You
ordered.
can tell the one on the right is a female
We're
officer
taking a detour.
because of the way that she's walking and her arm is different.
I know that because the way it is, right?
Like rats in a maze. I don't like it.
Stick with the plan. We'll be fine.
As long as I get paid.
Robot friend?
I have rights now. Leave on your own or we take you in.
I love how nobody's like blocking behind him.
You can't
So he could just like run away.
Says who?
Oh, there is guys behind him. Oh.
Just let me go.
Level 2046 has seen better days. War's
Really,
expensive.
2046.
Someone's got to pay for it.
Hard enough to make ends meet in this galaxy.
Not according to the propaganda.
Pipe down, prisoner.
These are the bedrocks of the Empire. Yet how can we thrive when terrorists threaten your homes? We need your
What are you
help
looking at?
to identify dissidents and insurgents.
Good thing he's
This
simple for us.
is our
We've got something that'll bring up favor
We
with the
must
Emperor.
all fight to protect it.
I like how they just wait for him. They're not pushy. I can kind of do what I want. I can lollygag.
Maybe they're secretly your friends and this is all that led.
I see.
Ooh, the recon droid.
They already scanned out.
He's the officer. The senator is just making sure everything's on the level. And we're off.
Attention. Level 2046 is now under curfew by order of Senator Sejon. Clear the streets and shelter in place until further notice. Security patrols will detain and incarcerate anyone who does not comply.
Shit, they don't even get a 5-minute warning.
Get over here, Jedi.
The rest of you will stay
Hand over
here.
here.
That wasn't the deal.
Deals change.
Not this one. I go along or we walk.
Only you. The others must wait.
Like, we walk, who gives a shit? He's already in. Bye.
Terrorist.
You gonna let him go?
Imperial Stormtrooper.
That's enough.
So where'd you find him?
Night market. He was trying to buy a crate of electroproton bombs from a Chagrin arms dealer.
How'd you make the arrest?
Jedi have to sleep, same as us.
When the senator gets a hold of you, he'll wish you were dead.
Always nice to meet a fan.
This way, Jedi.
Apparently.
Mind your business.
This is my business. The prisoner needs to be in mint condition.
The senator requested I bring the prisoner to him alive.
Smears
He is breathing, isn't he?
Droids.
Is the district secure?
Yes, Senator.
It better be. Vader's dogs are always sniffing about. Jedi is a rare quarry these days. What else have you brought me?
What else?
What's in that box? It's Marcellus Wallace's soul.
See that he is paid.
It's been a pleasure, Senator. Hope this isn't the last time we get to do business together.
The renegade Jedi Cal Kestis. You have made quite a name for yourself. Sabotaging weapons depots, disrupting supply lines, flaunting this for everyone to see. The failed coup on Norset. That was your doing, wasn't it?
What do you want, Senator? A confession? You already know I've been working with Saw Gerrera.
Before I deliver you to the Emperor, you will lead me to the remaining Jedi.
I can't. It's just me.
No use resisting. I'll find out one way or another. Sometimes all it takes is a speech. But in there, I have other tools at my disposal. Or maybe I'll just use this. Your master's lightsaber. Jaro Tapal, a traitor like you. And to think one day our children will ask, what is this thing? This relic of a corrupt institution destroyed by its own arrogance.
Arrogance is a trap a lot of us fall into, Senator.
I'm sure the Emperor won't mind if I deliver you to him in pieces. What?
Did you really think you could capture me? You've got classified military intel stored on your yacht. And you just brought it right to me. Thanks, BD.
You'll burn for this.
That's mine.
Stop the Jedi!
Jeez. It's a lot of stuff already.
It's 2 buttons.
Me needing to see which one X is.
Take him alive!
Yeah.
Come and get me.
I can catch you.
That wasn't why. This was why.
That all you got, Senator? Come on out. We'll talk.
That's fun.
Contact down there.
There's too much. I can't read that.
Sit back. I've got this. Catch him. I got you.
Okay, that was great. I didn't even get to read that one.
Got you.
I'll take you out myself.
In the direction of the left stick.
Direct it.
Invading.
I don't like that. That's not intuitive. Oh, A. That's the one I want.
On him.
I hope so too.
Right on target. The name of the Empire.
Let's jump.
How are we supposed to hit him? Let's take him out.
BD, stim here.
I see you. He's dodging fast.
Not really, but you know.
We'll take him down easy. Get back here.
You did it.
Not so fast,
Right.
Senator. Hit it, BD. Now he comes to us. He's coming a little hot. Oh, really hot! Hold on! It's okay. These things happen. We gotta get to that yacht. That was a close one, buddy. It's not your fault. Catch up with the yacht.
Thanks, Pope.
Where's the senator? Yacht's gone. See it? Negative. Call it in. What about the prisoner? Could be with the senator. Or he fell. I want confirmation before the senator's comms are back online. See anything? Nothing yet. There should be an entire platoon on these docks by now. Maybe this is a coordinated attack. Yeah. What was that?
Gotta go, BD.
There he is! Take him out! Fire it! Get him!
Ugh. That's what they chose.
Right stick.
I can't open it. You don't have anything for it, do you? We gotta find that yacht before the Empire does.
Is it safe up here? You gonna disobey a direct command? Something moving over there.
Let's disarm right now.
In the lore, that armor's supposed to be lightsaber resistant. Supposedly.
Wait, what?
In the lore, that lights, that
Whatever
armor,
intel the senators
white
got
plastic
stashed,
armor is supposed to be
hope it's worth the
lightsaber
risk.
resistant.
You never give up hope, do you, buddy?
Meow.
It's not. I was gonna say anyone want to give me a prompt, but nope. Yikes, that's not what I was expecting. Okay.
Why is he faster hanging, going with his hands than he's walking?
Because I'm not sure if he can fall.
You can rest there.
Huh.
So it's like Dark Souls. It's like the flaming sword in the campfire.
Well, that was an easy choice. Oh.
Hey, Ollie. This could be a cool video.
Hmm?
At least it gives you a cool video.
I see.
Let's move, BD. Don't fall behind.
Cowards. I beg you. I fought in the war.
I doubt that. Now clear out. Senator's orders. Oh, that's it. Blast them.
Lightsaber fight.
None of this feels safe.
I would tend to agree.
What are we looking for? Suspect's male. Was last seen on Dock 27. They say he's a Jedi.
Kidding,
right? On Coruscant? He couldn't have gone far. Or he fled down level. Scum must have lost his mind. This'll be fun. Confirmed. You want to keep going?
Oh god.
Okay.
Roommate Sim, bud. Nice assist. There's the yacht. Still drifting. That's the spirit, BD. We'll get it.
Oh, good. They showed me my trail so I can see how stupid I am.
I wouldn't say stupid. I think that was actually pretty good. Found the extra little
It was, yeah.
Want to get a bite after a shift? Sure, I could go for a turbo dog. I heard they make those out of scribe.
The arm strength on
Just
this
a rumor. Fine. What about that noodle shop?
Fingers,
Alley closed for business.
Fingers
Senator's got something in the works.
I was gonna say his grip strength might be yours.
So long as I get my credit, all right, get him.
Guaranteed. He's moving past that.
Firing. Got some fancy moves, huh? I knew it would end like this.
Oh, hey, lady. Hey, lady, move. Could be, you never know. Could be hidden. Oh wow.
I see him.
Extra shift. A lot of crime on the streets these days. I thought I was going to see less action on Coruscant. Incoming! After him! You can't beat us. I hit him! Someone else take him down!
Bit of a heavy hitter, slower. Good. Yeah.
Widespread.
Where's my loot? Gotta have some cool loot in here or something.
And so far there hasn't been a lot of good loot.
I come here for fun.
There he is! Shoot to kill!
Nice. Big fan. Ah.
Getting closer. Hanging in there, BD? Don't look down.
Wonder what planet this is. Coruscant? Must be if there was a senator.
Nice.
I think I have a space Luger.
We love a traitor.
Kind of figured.
What took you so long?
Oh, you know, just hanging out. Taking in the sights. Been a while since I was on Coruscant.
Be nice.
Thanks, bud.
Be nice, Willie.
Part of the job, Custis.
Oh, shit. What's up, the cat's been in? Oh, it's not. It's not even in here. Calm the fuck down. Kestis, that's his name. Hey, stop. Almost ready for another beer?
Mm-hmm.
What one would you like?
I don't know.
Utapau, that's the world he's from. It's like, I know the world.
Oh.
There's a lot of Star Wars worlds.
Thanks.
Very welcome. So it is Coruscant. It's real.
Yeah, they've been talking about it.
I haven't heard anything. Daho.
When I saw the dock collapse, I thought this heist might be over real quick.
Why
How
make
do
it
you
easy
pronounce
for
that
him?
guy's name? Is it Bode?
Ah,
Yeah.
Where's the crew?
Bode?
heading to the yacht. We'll meet him there. Oh, and Bravo said no comms.
No comms it is. Bravo knows best.
I suppose for getting up later.
Back down. I could heal myself. It'll respawn everyone, but that's probably fine, huh?
Yeah, it'll respawn everyone. You just climb back up here and check where you started. Fucking cheater, he has a jetpack.
Right.
Sweet, you don't even need to climb it.
Nice. I heard contact, but
Coob and Liz
He
are probably
seems not
starving by
here.
now.
He has
Three
a
class
jetpack.
minions.
Can't get
Ooh,
you.
we don't want that.
Remind me to tell you about the Karita job sometime.
Looks like that factory stopped the yacht. I'd call that a win.
No gunships. Crew must be making mischief.
Let's not keep them waiting. How are we gonna get you across?
That didn't work.
that, I guess.
Think you can knock down that crate?
Worth a shot. All set.
Okay.
What's that really do for you?
That's what I'm wondering. Nope.
That
Heard that a
jetpack's
lot
handy.
quicker than I would.
Remind me to tell you how I got it sometime.
Oh my god.
Wall runs. This game's got everything.
This fucking Shadow the Hedgehog bullshit here. Oh.
You still did it. Oh, almost. First time.
Every time I fell, he got me back on my feet.
Sounds like a good teacher to me.
Just one jump.
Ooh.
Ugh. Oh, Jesus. I don't know, man. This might be too many controls for me.
You got this.
Stormtrooper patrol.
Learning curve's
Looking
pretty
for us.
fast, but you got this.
Found something.
So continue exploring to learn more, so I guess we don't get to know for a while.
Hey, Boba Fett's in the chat. He's from Star Wars.
Right. Oh no, it's too slippery. What, do you want me to go around? Can we just... No, we can't jump. Head's in the way. That's fine with me? Okay.
Oh, you did it. Look at that.
Who needs a jetpack?
Yeah, who needs a jetpack?
A Jedi.
See that cable?
On it, Kestis.
If only he brought a second jetpack.
Right.
Secret area, go. Guess he likes him. Never mind, it's a pain for your robot. They're gonna be all wet.
Oh no.
Bucket heads below. No going around them.
Then we go through them.
All ready when you are, Kestis.
Ooh.
Jumped
Not
a little
quite.
early.
Oh.
Shoot. Kind of mad.
This one? There we go. Nope. I don't want to throw down. The enemy is fled.
Nicely done.
Back at you.
We can call the lift with that terminal.
On it.
Here's a gun. What a cheater.
Right.
Trooper's coming.
Let's get the drop on him.
Sure thing. On your signal.
Give me a second.
Now.
Need more time.
Light him up.
Just 1 moment.
Hit him.
Not yet, Kestis.
Bode, go.
Can't right now.
Let's go.
Not now.
That'll teach him. Okay. You can fight.
Yeah, you too.
I don't speak binary, but I hear you, BD. Team effort.
Hey, Willie.
The yacht's just over there.
And of course, the bridge is under construction.
Let's try up that way.
Quit reading my mind, Jedi.
Hey, lady. What are you doing?
You know,
She's really good at that.
All set.
excuse me.
Still did it. See, you're getting the hang of this. What? Do we want to try one? Got a fire roasted tomato and olive oil person?
Focus.
All done?
Yeah, let's find the crew.
They're not super bad, but they're not very tomato.
I was gonna say it could be worse, but it could be worse with more tomato.
Yeah.
The reason you don't like them is the reason I do like them.
Willie, you're in the way. Willie, you're right in the way.
Yeah. Hey, come on.
Gotta get out of the way, lady. You can always watch the second screen, I guess.
I could.
Avoid having two monitors.
This place is a ghost town.
Coruscant's changed a lot over the last few years. These days, just being outside's asking for trouble.
Speaking of trouble, let's avoid that patrol.
Agreed.
Yes.
Well, I would go there. Ooh, the bar. Damn.
Yikes.
We got a fight ahead, Cal. I'm game if you are.
His guard's too solid. Insurgent.
I hate probe droids.
Same here.
Some help, please.
They're onto us.
Another ally down. Can't stop everything.
Focus on defense.
I see.
There we go.
Oh, the probe droids?
Yeah.
Makes a lot
That's
of
why
sense.
that wasn't.
Stim BD? I'm okay.
Meow.
Any sign of the Jedi? No. Emergency on level 2034.
Fucking cheater.
Skylane accident. They think it could have been terrorists. It's a coordinated attack? Hard to say. Wouldn't be surprised if they pull us up level. Yeah, the Jedi's long gone. The
You're
command
like
center
struggling to
shot
jump
me
over,
down.
and he just casually flies over there.
Hurry,
Wait,
before they
really?
see you. Over here. Come on.
You won't escape me! I can see you cannot escape! On time! Get in there! Please stay down! This'll be...
Yeah, that's nothing.
All right, let's end it.
Dead end.
Let's double back.
Take that! I can't hit him! Remember your training! Back! You're going down!
Restore?
Yikes.
What are we restoring? Looks like I missed something.
Yeah, me dying.
Happens. You're learning the controls, and it's a new game.
Oh, Jesus.
I need to focus.
Yeah, I probably have to go to bed.
Pretty soon, yeah.
Yeah.
Next checkpoint. Gotta get to the yacht.
No.
I hope so.
And no, I'm probably just gonna go to bed.
Okay.
That's not bad. Interesting. Yeah, I know. I'm lame. I have to go to bed because I'm old, but I'm tired, so.
Well, we also got to get up early to go get breakfast. How was this place? Backwards bread, right?
Oh, okay. Ugh, okay, I gotta go. I'm tired.
So what do you think about it so far, though?
Seems cool.
Pretty cool?
Yeah.
I missed a lot of the sound effects.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm sure are pretty good, but, and the music.
Yeah. Not too much like music, but
Fair.
yeah, I gotta go to bed anyway.
All right, nighty night. Well, off to a good start so far, I would say. So, toodaloo, everybody.